Hi, I'm Amy Alton, an advanced registered nurse practitioner and a certified nurse midwife. I'm also known as Nurse Amy of doomandbloom.net, where you'll find close to 1,000 free educational posts. Together with my husband, Joe Alton, a medical doctor, we're the authors of the Survival Medicine Handbook. As we head into summer, many parts of the country will be dealing with the rise of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes exist almost everywhere and are common vectors for diseases such as Zika, malaria, West Nile, and many others. Therefore, keeping mosquito populations down will give you the best chance to avoid serious consequences from these infections. Of course, wearing insect repellents containing DEET or other chemicals is an option, but you can plant a garden that will repel mosquitoes from your property. There are a number of plants you might consider. The most well-known anti-mosquito plant may be Citronella, which you'll see everywhere sold as candles infused with oil. Growing this fragrant plant in your garden, however, is easy in many weather zones. And here's an example of our Citronella plant. And let me tell you, it grows like a weed. We're down here in Zone 10 in South Florida, and wow, really fragrant. I also have some Citronella essential oil. So between these two, I've got some really good mosquito repellents, but this thing is amazing. So I'm going to plant even more of this around the house. Essential oils like these and extracts from Citronella plants are so effective at keeping mosquitoes away that they're now a go-to ingredients for many commercial repellents. Lemon balm contains a compound called citronellol, which has a very similar effect to Citronella. Just know that it's an invasive species in some areas, so be careful when you're growing it, or it could take over your entire yard. Very important. Many of the smells we find pleasant are unpleasant to mosquitoes. For example, carbon dioxide has a very pleasant aroma to mosquitoes, but not to humans. Lavender's calming, flowery scent also has the opposite effect. The lavender strain of lavender has a good amount of camphor, which will help repel mosquitoes. This is a lavender plant that I can actually grow. It doesn't have the big, beautiful flowers of lavender. It's a smaller version, but you know what? In Zone 10, I'm actually happy to have any kind of lavender. It smells really good too. Another plant you may want to consider is lemongrass. It grows quickly and covers about a 3 to 6 foot wide area. We actually have this in the front of our house, and I'll show you a picture of that. Here it is. As with other plants, check your grow zone and try to stick with plants that will likely do well in your area. I admit to trying many plants that are not well suited to my number 10 grow zone, but occasionally I do get lucky. Cats love catnip, but mosquitoes, not so much. Related to mint, it contains a chemical called nepetalactone, both a feline attractant and an insect repellent. According to some studies, it has more effect to repel mosquitoes than commercial sprays using DEET. Catnip plants grow tall, so if you're planting them directly in your garden, do not plant in an area because it might block your view. Marigolds. Marigolds bring more than just color to the garden. Their scent is highly unattractive to mosquitoes. French varieties of marigolds are actually really good for repelling mosquitoes and other insects. Basil is one of those few plants that offer a strong bug-repelling scent without having to crush the leaves. A 2011 review published in the Malaria Journal concluded that essential oils found in basil provided nearly 100% level of protection from mosquitoes. Lemon eucalyptus is actually an FDA-approved mosquito repellent that is as effective as DEET. The leaves have a strong lemony scent when crushed. Here's an example of lemon eucalyptus oil. Others that will help you repel mosquitoes include garlic, geranium, there's some geranium oil, wormwood, peppermint, clove. We also have some clove leaves because I'm growing some clove plants. And boy, I tell you what, when you crush these, they are amazing. I also have some clove bud oil. And rosemary is something else you might consider. Many of these plants also have medicinal benefits, especially in off-grid settings. You'll find explanations of these in our book, The Survival Medicine Handbook, now in its 3rd edition. Your mosquito repelling plants are only effective if strategically situated. Concentrate several plants in a small area or plant them in pots which can be moved around so you know where they're going to do the most good. Maybe near entry points to your home like doors and windows. It's important to realize that the best way to combat mosquitoes is to get rid of possible breeding grounds. You can do this by eliminating any sources of standing water on your property, including in wheelbarrows, dishes under flower pots, kiddie pools, clogged rain gutters, even used tires, and any other items that collect water. In addition, there are mosquito-killing things called mosquito dunks. They look like a little donut. It's a biological mosquito control that contains BTI, a natural mosquito larvicide, which kills mosquito larvae but is harmless to birds, fish, wildlife, and pets. This is Amy Alton, ARNP, wishing you the best of health in good times or bad. Thanks for watching.
If you have additional advice for us, please feel free to post it in the comments section below. This is Joe Alton, that old Dr. Bones, wishing you the best of health in good times or bad. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like this video, make an old man, me that is, very happy by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Dr. Bones Nurse Amy, following us on Twitter at Prepper Show, and joining our Facebook group pages at Doom and Bloom or Survival Medicine Dr. Bones Nurse Amy. And don't forget, Nurse Amy's entire line of medical kits are at store.doomandbloom.net. That's store.doomandbloom.net. Fill those holes in your medical storage. Thanks again.